Tuesday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Cebu City Acting Mayor Michael Rama says the main reason for the city's bakuna bubble is to strike a balance between health and economy. In an interview with One News earlier, Rama said that the city's business sector has suggested this measure to encourage the reopening of their economy. He added that the motivation it gave to residents to receive the shots are an added bonus.
The truth of the matter, it was not even because we wanted to have the vaccination, wanting to balance economy and health issue. It is coming from a convergence interaction. They all have made a suggestion precisely in order that we would be able to encourage the opening of the economy with the health.
Now, Rama also touted their vaccination status, saying that as more residents are driven to get inoculated against COVID-19, the city may achieve herd immunity by November.
The present vaccination has continuously attracted vaccinists. Right now, we've already had reached over almost 500 doses that have enjoyed the availability of vaccine. And we will continue to pursue, especially with the influx of vaccine for Cebu City. Kaya we are very much optimistic we would be able to have by November, or likely by December, the herd immunity.
COVID-19 deaths continue to rise in Davao City. With this, cemeteries are now bracing for the worst-case scenario. Gemma Vansenia with the story.
The rehabilitation of Tagakpan Public Cemetery in Davao City is now ongoing as it prepares for a possible surge in COVID-19 deaths. In a radio interview, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte said they had already designated the cemetery to be a mass grave. On Friday alone, 24 patients succumbed to COVID-19, bringing the total number of deaths in the city to 1,301.
Ang mass grave is ready.
Ang mass grave natin is ready. Aware na rin ng ating operations response cluster. Ang mass grave natin, we have 160 spaces that can accommodate 6 cadavers each. So 960 yung kaya i-accommodate.
Active cases in Davao City meanwhile spiked to more than 8,000 after logging 459 new cases on Friday. The influx of patients in the Southern Philippines Medical Center's COVID-19 facilities is now at an overwhelming rate. In a photo sent to News 5, some patients who were recently discharged from the SPMC are seen in a COVID-19 step-down facility. One of them is Rudy Danyo, who said most of the patients are already recovering but still under monitoring. Some barangays in Davao City are also facing difficulties since there were delays in picking up new COVID-19 patients.
Crowded na kasi kaya yung iba nasa bahay na lang. Sa awa naman ng Diyos, survivor na ngayon. Gumaling na lang, di pa nakuha. Pero minomonitor naman namin.
The Davao City LGU is ramping up its inoculation drive. City councilors rolled out mobile vaccination efforts so more residents could gain access to free vaccines. But as for Councilor Sweet Advencola, misinformation about the vaccines remains a primary challenge.
Doon yung mga sabi-sabi na kung mabakunahan daw, magiging zombie. Iba din ang fear nila na baka yung needle daw aabot na sa buto. Eh, hindi naman. So kailangan paigtingin pa ang education and information sa vaccine.
For News 5, Gemma Vansenia, we are One News.
Denmark says that the public's trust is the main reason behind the country's stellar COVID-19 record, vaccination rate, and face mask usage. More details in this Bloomberg report.
We are sexual beings. Sex is healthy, sex is good. The Danish health authority is in favor of sex. And that went viral around the world. We had for a long time on our website, in our FAQ, we had a lot of good replies to people on how to have safe sex in the area of COVID-19. So that had been on our website already for a long time. I tried to check on other healthcare authorities in other countries, and I was amazed to see that virtually none of them had any advice on safe sex in the COVID-19 pandemic, which of course amazes me because sex is a human health issue. So of course we should advise on how to care for your kids, how to care for sick people, how to have sex. One thing that has certainly kept us very well through this pandemic has been the very high trust in us, healthcare authorities. That is one of the drivers of the very high vaccine acceptance in this country. And it's also one of the drivers of the very high acceptance in the population of the recommendations. When we introduced face masks, we had a very high compliance, not a lot of protest. I've been discussing this with colleagues in healthcare authorities around the world, also inside the World Health Organization, trying to share our experiences. It's not easy to build that high confidence in your society, but it's not impossible. That was one of the most difficult decisions I was part of during this whole pandemic. We communicated very openly, very transparently, and also very detailed to the population. Websites, memos, publications, press conferences, explaining exactly why we did what we did. And that enabled us to maintain a very high confidence in our vaccine rollout.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. EJ Obiena has set a new national and Asian records with his gold medal performance in the 2021 Golden Roof Challenge in Australia. Obiena has set a new meet record of 5.93 meters, eclipsing Kazakhstan's mark of 5.92 meters in 1998. He also broke his own personal and national record of 5.91 meters, which he established in the Paris Diamond League just a few weeks ago. Now, despite committing fouls in the first two attempts, the Filipino pole vaulter was able to bag the gold medal, as all other participants bowed out after the 5.80 meters. John Arcilla wins the Volpe Cup Best Actor Award at the 78th Venice International Film Festival. Arcilla won the coveted Best Actor Award for his portrayal of Sisoy Salas in Eric Mati's film On the Job, The Missing Eight. Arcilla is the first Southeast Asian actor to bag the award. In his Instagram post, he said that the Volpe Cup is a symbol of milestone in his work as an actor. 21 films from around the world participated in the Venice Film Festival to compete for the top prize.
And if there's one thing that made me the happiest actor tonight is because I know for the fact that we came from different countries, from different continents, and with different cultures, colors, creed, or languages, but yet I can feel the oneness, this tremendous oneness and understanding. I can feel that we understand each other despite our differences, and it's because of the arts. the art of cinema.
Let's now take a quick look at the other top stories. Cebu City Acting Mayor Michael Rama says with the current rate of vaccinations, the city may achieve herd immunity by November or December. Meanwhile, the government has imposed a travel ban on 9 countries starting today until September 18. The travel ban covers Azerbaijan, Guadeloupe, Guam, Israel, Kosovo, and Montenegro. It also includes North Macedonia, St. Lucia, and Switzerland. And Filipino-Canadian tennis star Leylah Fernandez says she's proud of what she has accomplished in this year's U.S. Open. Fernandez fell to British Emma Raducanu in the finals, but still made history after beating world champions Naomi Osaka and Angelique Kerber. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later again at 1 in the afternoon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on a Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.